With every bite of food we eat, we're eating the spores of bacteria and yeast and the eggs of parasites. We're not sterile and our environment isn't either. Now, normally this isn't a problem. These spores and eggs will pass through our body and move along. They're looking to compost. That's their job, they're composters. And as long as we're healthy, they won't see us as a food source. But what happens is, if our cell voltage is low enough, we look like a compost pile to them and they start breaking us down. Fungi, yeast, and parasites are simple organisms. They live on the amino acids glutamine, glutamate, and sugar. Glutamate is what gives food its savory flavor. So if you're craving sweets and savory foods, that's a pretty good sign you have a yeast and/or parasitic infection. On the other hand, bitter foods are what kill them. So if you dislike bitter foods, that's another sign. You see, parasites and yeast have learned how to manipulate us, our behaviors, our tastes. They make us like what they like, sweet and savory things, and dislike what they hate, bitter things, because bitter foods typically kill parasites and yeast. One of the interesting things that happens when you start killing parasites, yeast, and fungi is your tastes change. It's not that you don't like sweet and savory foods, but you don't crave them. You enjoy them when they're there. And bitter foods don't bother you so much. As a matter of fact, you might find your requirements for food and sleep decrease. This is because when you're no longer feeding billions of parasites and fungi, you don't need as much food. And when you're not repairing the damage they cause every day, you don't need that much sleep. Another sign for parasites and fungal infections is moodiness and trouble sleeping. The way parasites and fungi get us to do what they want is by secreting neurochemicals. They change what we want, but they also change our moods and our behaviors. One of the things you'll notice when you clear these out of your body is you just become a happier, calmer person. Eating essential oils is what tells all of these composters, I'm fully alive, fully vital, move along.